Let's analyze the tug of war between the buyers and sellers in order to make money. So Tesla is up 9 cents, 0.04%, closed at 212.08. Post-market, we seem to be up by 47 cents. So maybe that 212.28 is going to hold after all. So let's look at what we have here on the chart. We have 212.28 right here. We closed below Friday, but a very shallow close. Today we are also closing 20 cents below. That's not the biggest break in the world. It seems so far like it is going to hold. Let's go take a look at the 1 hour chart. Yeah, on the 1 hour chart, we started the day lower, quite a bit lower, and then we came down, and we reached a previous downward support that we had, and we bounced back up quite amazingly in the first hour. On the first hour, this was not looking like it wanted to continue down with this big wick at the bottom, showing that buyers came in and pushed the stock back up. Second hour, then we got back to 12.28. And since then, we have been caving in just a little bit under. So, Tesla is playing with us right now. We don't really know what it is going to do. It is basically going sideways, pretty much smack on the support. So this goes to show that 212.28 is really important because we are dancing around that number. If we take a look at the indicators to help us a little bit try to understand where this wants to go, we have Stochastic at 33, so no bullish impulse yet. We have the MACD crossover. So MACD crossover is oftentimes the first indicator to tell us that things are going to go back up. So we have that, but sometimes it is also giving us false information. If we look at RSI, we are oversold for RSI. We have been oversold since last Thursday. Right now, we are not oversold anymore, but we are very close to it. And DMI is also very bearish. Let's go back on the daily chart. In terms of indicators, so on the daily chart, we have Stochastic at 14, which is extremely low. Everything is in the tank. RSI is even overbought on the daily chart. This is the overall bearish channel that we are in. This is a bigger bearish channel that we first had since end of August. This one was not going as fast, so right now we are going a little bit faster. All bets are on. We seem to be going back up post-market. And if we start to go down, we could be reaching the 190 zone. Let's take a look at the VIX to give us an idea of where the market is heading. The VIX is going down quite dramatically. So we are down to 1.34, 6%. We closed at 20.36. So we came back inside our bearish channel. That was right here. This is the bearish channel right here. We had crossed it on Friday, but we cannot maintain it today. So we are coming down a little bit. We are still making a higher high and a higher low. We have a bit of a move down today, but it does not necessarily mean that it's going to continue tomorrow. We have the MI that's caving in a little bit. Let's also look at the 10-year bond. The 10-year bond is cooling off a little bit. Let's take a look at some Tesla news. So we have here the Tesla to get into larger scale advertising, but only once it figures out how. So Elon has said that they would advertise. We are doing so at small scale and will do so at larger scale as we figure what works best. So Elon wants to rethink everything, and he is rethinking advertising, finding the best ways in order to make money. I think he could surround himself with some great advertising people to help him learn about that trade, but he could challenge them. This would be my advice to him. Let's look at our EV stocks. Yeah, a little bit of a move up for Rivian. We are up 2%, but basically this is not changing the trend at all. Everything else in terms of indicator is in the tank. XPeng, we are respecting 1353. We are up 3.65%, but we still have no stochastic. So any move up that we are going to get should not be believed because we don't have stochastic over 60 yet, and also because we are into a downward channel. NIO just going sideways, nothing new here. Apple is bouncing on 170.58. This is why we have these lines, because if we don't bounce on those, then it means that we are going to go down, but now we are bouncing on it. So the move down maybe is going to wait a little bit. We are up just 12 cents. ARMS is also going back up above 50. Palantir, we have a little bit of a move up. I was talking about this one right here. So we had a very tight bullish channel, and tight bullish channels don't last a long time. So right now we are outside of it, and this might look like a low. So if it is indeed a low, we should be having a bigger, larger bullish channel that I am going to draw right here. Look at this perfection. This fits very well. I will make this old one a little bit harder to see. And now because we are close to the support side of that bullish channel, then it means that as we are going to get a buy signal, so most likely when we are going to break 1690, because we don't have stochastic over 60 yet, we need to wait for it. At 1690, I would consider it a buy signal, and then we can have a nice swing up to 20 bucks. NVIDIA also bouncing on support at 406.62. Let's look at our indices. So Dow Jones is down 0.58%. It has stopped at 32,925. SPX also still above 4212. So the indices are holding for now. Stochastic is not good on SPX. Stochastic is not good on Dow Jones. Nasdaq 100 is also bouncing. So far, we don't have a move down yet. Physical gold is caving in a little bit. We are down 0.39%. Silver is also caving in a little bit. Also, this is another example of a very shallow bullish channel. We need to wait for a low in order to find the right bullish channel that is going to take us a little bit longer. Bitcoin is climbing up quite fast. Look at this. We have broken 3938. So Bitcoin looks like it's coming. It is even back into its bullish channel right here that we were outside of it a little bit. With this swing that we have right here and our current bullish channel that we have, we could be going up to this resistance right here. This could mean a 38,000 Bitcoin. And Ripple is also doing nicely. So we are up 3%. Ripple needs to break 0.548 in order to give us the official goal. And US dollar is maintaining itself a little bit. Tesla, this is not clear yet. It does not really want to come down. It has come down today and then came back up. Basically, this is an undecided candle. We'll need one more day probably to see what is going to happen. Along with what is going to happen with the VIX, is it going to continue down? Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing. If you like what I do, you can become a YouTube member. Click on my TradingView affiliate link. I'm going to wish you a great evening. We are going to talk tomorrow and I'm going to tell you à la prochaine.